Hello friends, here Dr. BC, and today in this video episode I am going to show you the full performance review of Xiaomi Redmi Note Prime. This is my Xiaomi Redmi Note Prime. For our previous video on unboxing and quick review of this one, please click on the link flashing on your screen. Now in this video episode I am going to show you the full performance review of this phone. Now first of all, let's see the internal of this phone. Here is a CPU jet. You can see that it is taking time to load on this phone. I think it is due to the network. Yeah, you can see that it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 or 400 series processor clocked at 1.21 GHz. It has 4 cores and speed varies from 200 MHz to 1.21 GHz. It has a GPU from Qualcomm, that is Adreno-306, clocked at 400 MHz. Currently you can see that the GPU speed is around 310 MHz. Now let's see the device. It is rated as a Xiaomi brand and it has an internal storage of 12.24 GB and the RAM, that is around 1912, that is around 2 GB, and out of that around 1 GB is usable. If you see the system, it has a Android 4.4.4 and you can see that the bootloader is unknown for this CPU jet. If you see the battery, currently it is charged up to 98% and the temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. If you see the thermal, you can see that the temperature varies from 29 to 36 degrees Celsius. Now you can see the sensors. It has a light, proximity, accelerometer, compass, gyro, orientation, gravity, acceleration, rotation and game rotation sensor inbuilt. Now let's quit this CPU jet and now let's close the background process. Now the next benchmark that I want to show you on this phone is AnTuTu benchmark. You can see that I had already run this AnTuTu benchmark 6.0 on this device and this device scored 22,604 and it is rated as Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G. The 3D score is around 520, UX is 7,491, CPU 10,555 and RAM, that is 4,038. That is a pretty very low score on such a device, but it is still, if you see the ranking, it is still in the list on the 15th of the list, just below this Lenovo K3 Note and Vivo X5 Pro. And on the top you can see that the Huawei Mate 8, Meizu Pro 5 and Samsung Galaxy Note 5, and our device is in the 15th of the list. Now let's see the info. You can see that the brand is Xiaomi, the same stuff you can see on the CPU jet, but here you can see that the resolution is, that is 720 into 1280 and the rear camera is of 13 megapixel and the RAM, that is total around again it is around 2 GB, internal storage the same, and here you can see the remaining stuff. The total pixel density of the screen is around 320 pixels per inch. If you see the multi-touch, you can see that this device support around 10, that is 10 finger points or the touch point on the display. That is very good. Here on the last you can see the sensor that it support. Now let's quit that. Now the next benchmark that I want to show you on this phone is the quadrant standard. Now let's run the full benchmark. This will take some time. Okay, the test is completed. Now it is sending benchmark result to the server. It is taking time. You can see that my device is on the top of the list. It score around 10,267. If you see the split score, the CPU score around 38,886, the memory 4,182, input outputs 5,737, 2D that is 350 and 3D 2181. That is a total score is around 10,267. Now let's quit that. Now the next benchmark that I want to show you is our Nanomark 2. Now let's see that. I had already run this test. Now let's rerun it again. Quite similar score, that is 53.9 frame per second. That is due to a 720p display. It is just below this Samsung Galaxy S2 on T-Mobile. That is 54.1, and this device scored 53.9. That is very good. Now let's quit that and clear the background process. Now the next benchmark that I want to show you is a Geekbench. And now let's run the benchmark. This is a Geekbench 3. Again, this will take some time. Now the Geekbench 3 benchmark is completed. Here is the score. The single core score around 474 and the multi-core score around 1392. Here you can find the system information and the split score. If you see the single core here, you can see that in comparison this device is approximately same in performance as of the Sony Xperia Tablet Z. That is very good. That is running on the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro and even the Google Nexus 4. Now if you see the multi-core, that score is around 1392, and if you see the similar performance device, that is again Sony Xperia G. Very good. So you can see that this phone is similar to this Sony Xperia G in performance according to the Geekbench 3. Now the next benchmark that I want to show you on this phone is the Temple Run 2. This is not a benchmark, this is a gameplay. Now let's tap to open that gameplay. Now let's see the display. You can see that the display is quite visible from any viewing angle. It is pretty good. Now let's see the gameplay. Here you can see that the Temple Run 2 is downloading some data from the server. It is a Temple Run 2 Frozen Shadow. Now let's see how this game will work on this Xiaomi Redmi Note Prime. Now the game is loaded up. Now let's tap to play. Here you can see that it has the same thing. You can find it is on a demo mode. Now let's pause that game and go to the menu. Yes, setting, show tutorials, back, play. Now let's see the gameplay. It is a very nice game from the Amagi Studio. Okay, so you can see that the Temple Run 2 runs without any problem on this phone. The gameplay is very smooth. There is no hang, there is no lag while playing the game on this Xiaomi Redmi Note Prime. Now this completed the full performance review of Xiaomi Redmi Note Prime. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe. The subscription link shown on your screen, and for more videos on this phone and upcoming gadgets, technology and many more, keep watching BCD Tech. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.